Hey, what is up, guys? Today we're going to be doing another throwback, another set built from scratch. All the pieces right now are scattered. Again, my basement is like a minefield, Legos everywhere, looking for these pieces. But today, again, a throwback. We're going to be building the Battle of Naboo. This is a droid carrier. I'm not sure when it came out. I had this set a long time ago. But yeah, today, just like we did for the Lego Separatist shuttle, we're going to find all the pieces and then we're going to build it, and I'm going to talk about what I think of the set. Also, before we start, I did cut my finger, so that's why I have this colorful band-aid on. We didn't have any normal ones. So, I hope this isn't too distracting. Let's start finding these pieces. I wanted to show the piece collection process in a little different format, so that's what I'm going to do here. Again, for the Lego Separatist shuttle and the clone walker, it took me forever to find the pieces. And the same was true for this set. It took me an insane amount of time. In fact, I had to have my family help out. They were all digging through Lego bins, trying to help me find these pieces in the end. But I did find most of the pieces. I had only 2 substitutions in this set, which I'll show in just a second. But yeah, I figured this would be a quicker way just to show me collecting all the pieces. So the first substitution coming up here, these tan half circles right here. I needed 7 total for the set. I was only able to find 6. So instead I decided to substitute it for a dark gray. Same thing with these fangs. I needed those fangs in gray. Only found them in black. But with those 2 substitutions, I found all the pieces. Now on to the characters. I'm going to show really quick. This is my droid. That's my cut finger. This is my droid bag with a bunch of other miscellaneous Star Wars, Lego Star Wars figures. So yeah, this set came with 8 regular droids and then 2 pilot droids, which you see there. So I found all the droids. This is my gun bag. I had to give the droids some guns. So I loaded them up with guns. When doing this, when I was setting all these up, I remembered how difficult it was to set up the droids. They're very flimsy. Here I'm finding Jar Jar. So I found Jar Jar there with his little canister thing with the orbs. Could not find the warrior Gungans, so I decided to give another Jar Jar the shield as well as the baton. So that's warrior Jar Jar there. Found all the pieces, got the droids and the Gungans. And with that, I was all set to build. So yeah, let's get to it. Wait. One more thing, I will need the instructions. They're there. That'll probably help. But yeah, with that, let's start building the set. right, so we just finished the droid carrier. Yeah, we're going to take a closer look at this. Also going to take a closer look at Jar Jar and Warrior Jar Jar. And for this set, I'm just going to talk about what I like, what I don't like, and some flaws that I found while I was building this. Yeah, without further ado, let's take a closer look at this carrier. Looking closer now at this droid carrier, aesthetically, I mean, it looks pretty cool, honestly. Like it's what a carrier is supposed to be. There was an older set of this carrier that came out, and it has pretty much the same feel to that, where it has the droids in the back. And I actually really like this little contraption back here where all the droids are housed, this little casing. I really like that. And it adds a lot to the set, just some height to this very flat set. Yeah, otherwise, front, pretty generic. This is where I had to make the substitutions. So here is that dark gray little half circle, just for the light. And it was supposed to be this tan color, but I couldn't find a seventh one in that tan color. So this is the substitution. Also, you can see here underneath, there's two black little teeth here at the front. You can see that. That was supposed to be gray. Could not find the teeth in gray, so I went with black. It's not integral at all to the set. It doesn't change the appearance at all. But those were the two pieces that I switched out. Otherwise, up here you have the two pilot droids. I think that's what they're called. One of these, I could only find one of the pilot droids with this little, the tan color on the blue. This one is just all blue. It's from an older set, so I don't know. These, I cannot find another one of these droids. Another thing making this set, I forgot how hard droids were to position. Like, it took me a really long time to just fold all these up and put them all down. But yeah, so moving on to the back, I really like this this little side detailing with these half circles. Kind of looks like a pirate ship, like cannons. I really like the look of that, and just the overall look of this. The back of this set is very smooth, very clean. I really like it. So the mechanism here, the only mechanism is this little. You can kind of see it right there. This little hook, and when you pull this casing off, so there you get a better look at it. So that this case, I'm just calling it a case where all these droids are housed. That just goes in there, just like that, and clips in. And then you take it out. You got to put a little effort behind it when you want to pull this out. But yeah, so here is the carrier without that little droid case in it. Without it, it's pretty basic, pretty simple set. Yeah, nothing crazy going on here. It's a pretty basic set. But here, one of these is falling off. Here we have the droid casing, and this thing, it, like, aesthetically, it looks really good. And this set came with 10 droids, which I was surprised. Usually Lego kind of skims out on their characters, but this set came with 10 droids, 8 of these regular droids that are meant to go in here. And I really like how the guns are in there as well with the droids. I mean, they definitely, like, if you wanted to customize this set a little bit, add more droids, you could take all the guns off and put double the droids, so you'd have 16 droids in here, which would be cool, but I understand why they did it like this. But yeah, overall, this shape is actually really nice, and it's pretty cool. You can just drop it off if you're playing with it. Drop off the little casing and then activate the droids. I'm not going to do that right now because it takes forever. My only problem with this, I mean, they definitely could have made this where these little panel things where the droids sit can come off easily, but it is held down with studs, so there's no flat pieces, so you'd have to break it off just like that. And it does come off in one piece, which is good, but I could have seen them doing something with flat pieces where it was able to be removed easier. And also these little saucer pieces, all it is holding this on, it just goes right here in the middle, just like that. And I don't know, it feels pretty weak in my hand, like just pulling it off. It's very easy to take off. Otherwise, very happy with this part. My only complaint with the entire, here, I'll snap this back in. My only complaint with this set, aside from this, there was a couple times, a couple pieces that didn't seem to be built super sturdy, super well, not held in super well. But these little skis on the bottom, they are just held in. I mean, I don't know what else they could have done, but these skis, when I was building, they kept falling off. I mean, you can take them off pretty easily, and then you put them back on. It's just held on by a stud here. And I mean, I like that they added that. You could slide it across the studs really easily, but it kept falling off when I was building it. That is really my biggest complaint of this set. Otherwise, overall, I really enjoyed building this set, and I enjoy having it once again. This set hasn't been built in forever. I have not had this set built in a really long time. But yeah, let's take a closer look at Jar Jar Binks, and then we'll end this video. Super quick, here are the Jar Jars. Like I explained super quick before, there is supposed to be a warrior Gungan. I'm not sure if that's the correct terminology for it, but a different Gungan than Jar Jar. Couldn't find that, so I decided to use 2 Jar Jar Binks for this set. This one I can't really review because it's just Jar Jar, but the set did come with this really cool shield. I really like how you can see through it. It looks just like the ones from the movie, so this is super cool. Also, just a little baton here. Looking now at Jar Jar Binks, I mean, super simple character. The body is where the printing is. The eyes, I do really like the head mold. I mean, you can't really ask for more. It looks identical. It looks like Jar Jar. He came with these this little orb holder, I guess, just like in the movies. He was throwing these around. Yeah, otherwise super basic. Both of these guys are really generic. I wish I could have found the warrior Gungan, but I mean, 2 Jar Jars is always better than 1. So with that said, let's end this video and get moving. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed watching this build of the Battle of Naboo, this droid carrier. I really enjoy building these sets that I used to have and then destroyed. Super nostalgic, and it's a ton of fun. It's a process to find all the pieces, but it is worth it. It's a lot of fun building these older sets. So, like I said, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.